Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. Today I'm hosting the Summer Vintage Vignette Show and Tell collab. If you are participating in the collab, I ask you to show us some of your favorite vintage summer items and then tell us a story about these items. I've picked some of my favorite summer vintage items and they're right here behind me, and I can't wait to tell you about them. So let's get started. Here's my summer vintage collection that I've put together for you today. These items remind me of my childhood because, let's face it, I'm vintage. Let's get started here on the left-hand side. First, I'm going to talk about this vintage picnic basket that a friend gave to me. It just showed up on my porch one day with a note and I was so excited. Picnic baskets remind me of my childhood because our family always got together for the 3 patriotic holidays and had big picnics. I included this red plaid blanket because it reminds me of one that we always had in our car in the summer. We used it for picnics or trips to the park or even concerts. Next, I included this globe because it shows my love for travel that my parents instilled in me as a young child. We went away for long weekends and day trips and just had so much fun. I picked this lantern because it reminded me of camping. I used to get to go camping with my neighbors. They had a camper and they would invite me along, and it was so much fun. The canning jar reminds me of our garden and all of the stuff that my mom canned, and then we would eat all winter long. The clothespins remind me of summer because we had a huge clothesline and I always helped my mom hang up the clothes to dry. This old fan reminds me of summer because we did not have central air and we had to use fans to keep cool. Eventually my parents put up a ceiling fan in my bedroom and boy was I grateful for that. It was a game changer. We didn't have a fan like this when I was little, but we had a rattly old blue fan. It was like a box fan. When I saw this when I was thrifting years ago, it just really spoke to me and I thought it was so cool, so I had to buy it. We actually did have a red plaid thermos just like this when I was little, and my mom always took a thermos of cold water on our road trips. So that brought back memories when I found that thrifting. And then the gallon jug here, my mom always took to our family picnics and she made iced tea in it. And she always put mint in it that she grew. And I didn't think I liked iced tea, but it was actually, I just didn't like the mint. I found that out years later. This suitcase reminds me of summer church camp. I took my dad's old suitcase, not this one, to camp and all of our trips with the church group, and it lasted through many, many miles. So that's why I included this awesome old vintage suitcase. This sprinkling can was my grandma and grandpa's. It reminds me of summer because I used to help them water their flowers. My grandma had the most beautiful flower garden with all different kinds. I remember my favorite were the bachelor buttons. Has anybody ever heard of those? My mom recently gave me the photo album that she made when I was a little girl, and here is me in my grandma's flower gardens. The last item I chose is these 2 vintage flags. Whenever I see an American flag, I think of carefree summer days and parades. Here you go. Here's a final look at all my summer vintage vignette show and tell items. Let me know in the comments below if you have a favorite item. Thank you to everybody who participated in my collab. Be sure to check in the description box below because I will have a playlist linked to all of the participants. If you don't have a YouTube channel where you produce content, don't forget you can participate as well over on Instagram. All you have to do is put together some pictures of your favorite summer vintage items and then put them on Instagram and tag me. What's coming up next? Sunday, I'm participating in Sunday and Fun Day with Deco Easy and Ginger Chick Rehab. Thursday, I'll be participating in Christmas in July with Nicole at Nesting Haven. And then on Friday, I'll be participating in the Get It Done Challenge with Nicole Northgarden. Don't forget to come back for these videos. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you like my content, please consider subscribing. And then you can mark the bell all and you'll get all notifications whenever I put up a new video. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.